Because he had promised to go shopping with his ex-wife, he opened a suitcase filled with weapons, calmly removed the handgun from his waistband, placed it inside, and took off his bulletproof vest. But before heading out, he instinctively tucked a tiny phone into his sock. Little did he know that one unconscious habit would end up saving his entire family's lives. In the exotic city of Istanbul, Brian had just wrapped up a 3-day private security assignment. The Middle Eastern billionaire paid handsomely, and Brian was quite satisfied with the payout. Even better, his daughter and ex-wife had flown in to spend vacation time together as a family. After changing out of his work clothes, Brian got ready to take the family out to celebrate, but his daughter Kim claimed she was too tired and wanted to stay in the hotel to rest. In truth, she was just trying to give her parents some alone time, hoping they might reconnect. But as soon as Brian and his ex-wife left the hotel, he sensed something was wrong. A car had been trailing them suspiciously. Without hesitation, he told the driver to turn off into a nearby street market, using the crowds to shake their tail and gain a moment to regroup. Brian barely had time to calm his panicked ex-wife. Instead, he quickly instructed her to get out at the next corner and head back to the hotel through the alleyways. He didn't yet know who was behind the threat, but the top priority was getting her to safety. He then forced the driver out of the vehicle, jumped into the front seat, and drove like hell, recklessly weaving through traffic to pull the enemy away. At the same time, he tried calling Kim, but she was still lounging in the hotel pool, completely unaware of the danger closing in. Brian was frantic but powerless. As he made a hard turn into a narrow alley to lose the tail, a large truck suddenly appeared ahead. The gunman on board immediately opened fire. Brian slammed the car into reverse to escape, only to find the vehicle behind him had sealed off the exit. With no escape, Brian's car was forced to a halt. The gunmen closed in, weapons ready, preparing to trap him like a rat. But when they flung open the car door, it was already empty. Brian had slipped away, diving into the maze-like alleyways nearby, sprinting through the winding paths. But the killers weren't far behind. They locked onto his location and gave chase. Brian didn't get far before he was cut off, gun barrels aimed straight at his head. But there was no fear in his eyes. In a flash, he twisted the weapon out of his attacker's hand and launched a fierce counterattack with lightning-fast reflexes.